Hey guys, how are you again today? I know it's been a while, but you're gonna start getting something from me very often nowadays. Now, I have something important to talk about today, and you'd really, really need to pay attention because here at Export and Sell, like you already know, our focus is helping you to earn in dollars by selling on Amazon, finding buyers in the USA, having your items in our warehouse, and then we dispatch it to buyers. As you see, basically we have a multi-channel system that enables African companies to sell in the USA. But there is one key question that everybody needs to answer before they start selling. What is that product that I should sell? How do I determine the product to sell? Because, making a wrong choice in the product that you're going to sell is going to be very costly for you. Either costly in terms of your ability to package that product, your ability to rebrand it, your ability, to put it in a state that makes it very competitive out there, or expensive in terms of the shipping and logistics and clearing for the product. You typically don't want to be involved in very large products because it can be a challenge when it comes to shipping and storage. Other things could be storage, like I just said. Are you dealing with fragile items, things that could leak, things that need special packaging? Those things add to the cost of getting your products ready for sale, and that could have a huge impact on your profitability. But that aside, due to popular request, a lot of you have asked, how do I know the product to sell? How do I get the details, know the profitability and everything? And I can tell you for a fact, we are launching what we call a 5-day masterclass. This will be available shortly. So if you are not subscribed to this channel, subscribe so that you know when that broadcast will be available. It's a 5-day masterclass, and it's going to be absolutely free. That will take you through the process of determining the right product before you start exporting. We'll show you how to get, know that the product is in demand, how to do your profit calculations, how to do a bunch of things, what will be the shipping cost, what will be your profitability after you've sold it on Amazon, so that you are able to make the right decision. So again, just make sure you subscribe to this channel, and we're going to talk about it shortly. But today I'm going to still focus on Amazon. I'm going to be talking about the 7 secret tips on how to choose a profitable product that you can sell on Amazon. This is very, very important. Again, like I said, here at Export and Sell, we don't just focus on Amazon, but we typically start most companies wanting to earn in dollars on Amazon, because it's the quickest way for you to start getting sales, while our team is finding buyers for you, helping to put your products in African stores and so many other things. So the number one tip I can think of when you are wanting to sell on Amazon is obviously look for products that are high in demand. This is really very easy to do. There are 2 key ways to do it. One, go to the Amazon search bar, type in, maybe a product that you are interested in, and then you will typically see products that come up. Now search for it, and then look at the reviews for the various products. So let me give an example. Say you are interested in selling African black soap, for example. You go to Amazon, go to the search bar, you type in African black soap, and it will typically give you a suggestion. Click on it and look at the reviews. Typically, when people buy a lot of products, you're going to have a lot of reviews. If you see for African black soap, for example, you're going to see some products that have over 10,000 reviews. Now, according to Amazon, the average number of reviews per sale is about 1 review for 100 sales. Now, it varies on the product and how the merchant is pushing it, but typically it's between 1 and 3%, mostly about 1% per 100 sales. So if you see a product that has about 10,000 reviews, that means they have sold what? Over 1 million of those products, because the 10,000 reviews means 1 in 100, means 10,000 times 100, they've sold over 1 million. So that definitely tells you that is a product that is in high demand. Now, Now, even though it's in high demand, it doesn't mean you will be successful selling it. There are other factors to consider. You're going to need to look at your cost price. Can you sell it lower than that customer, the best sellers are selling? We had a very similar situation like this in the past. We had one of the sellers who were helping to sell their products, and we advised the seller to sell at $11.99. Now, at $11.99, she was still going to be profitable, but some people want to just start making the big bucks from the beginning. And she said she was going to sell at the same price all the established merchants are selling, which is $13.99. And at $13.99, her products were there for close to 2 months, no sales. When she finally realized, okay, let's listen to the experts, and she lowered it to $11.99, guess what happened? Within 24 hours, she sold about 24 of those products. She never had a sale for over 2 months, but by targeting the right price, she picked up very fast. So that is one key thing. Look for products. The number one secret to choosing profitable products: look for products that are in high demand. Look at the reviews, see what people are saying about it. Make sure you can make it at the right price. That is very important. Now, how do you do all this research? What are the tools available to know that a product is doing pretty well? There's a tool that we use, Jungle Scout. If you Google it, junglescout.com, and I think they have a free version that you can try on, but if you are a serious seller, you're going to need to have the paid version. Now, with Jungle Scout, you can go into the system, type in, search for any product of interest, and Jungle Scout will show you the estimated monthly sales that some of these merchants are doing on a regular basis. And again, for those who want to know more about profitable products, I advise you to look into our channel here. I did what I call a 30-day Amazon challenge. Go through those videos. You're going to see various categories of products that I pointed out that have huge potential for sales on Amazon. So that is number one. Look for products that is in high demand. Number two is you need to also look for products that has low competition. Now, this is going to be similar, sort of contradicting the first point, but it's vital. It could be a strategy for you. So again, there are some products that you may have in your vicinity. Again, like I always say, Africa has huge potentials. We have a lot of products in Africa that we need to be selling ourselves. We should not allow people come harvest all the things that you have in Africa and then go sell it abroad. Let me give an example. How many of you have heard of the baobab tree? For those of you in Madagascar, don't miss it. Look, the baobab tree is everywhere all over Madagascar. Everywhere. There's no place you go to in Madagascar that you don't see it. Now, there are huge nutritional benefits of this tree. One of the things I am going to be doing in the next, I think I'm going to call it another 30-day challenge. Within those 30 days, I'm going to go all over Africa, pick out some key everyday items and show you the profitability of selling such products. So again, look for products that don't have a lot of competition, but there is a need for it. There are many ways to do this, and that's what the team here at Export and Sell does. You can have a product that is used for one thing, but maybe in your local community they use it for something else. Now you need to, we here at Export and Sell will take a look at that product, and even though everybody else is using it in this category, we could position it to be used in a certain category. And that is very important. You see, when you're selling on Amazon, one of the key things you need to consider is the fact that you need to carve a niche for yourselves. We have a bunch of customers who are selling honey that we are helping. We don't go there and say, oh, buy honey, buy fresh honey. No, we go there and we tell them, buy African pure honey. So we've carved out a niche for African pure honey. And those are some of the things you need to start thinking of. So again, look for products, low competition. Not a lot of people are selling it. It's profitable for you. You can get it cheaply. And then when you put it on Amazon, you can even look for a different category to sell it from what people are using it for. It's an amazing thing. Again, the third thing I will say, again, I think I've already mentioned it, in my first tip, is look for products that you can produce cheaply. Why is this important? Let me give you an example. If everybody on Amazon are selling a particular product for $15, and you can get it locally, you can produce it at about $4, ship it for another $2. That means you'll be able to sell it at way lower than everybody. So stop looking at making fancy things. I have this problem a lot with those in the fashion industry. When I see people who are in fashion and they come to me and they want to sell, they are always obsessed with this mindset of, look, they want to sell the fanciest dress, a very exotically made dress and all that. But you have people who are selling things as simple as apron, as simple as a pair of socks, as simple as a singlet that is designed in a different way, making more money. Because those things are easy to produce, they can mass produce it, they can quickly produce it, and the cost of production is less. So always consider, if you have two things that you want to sell, one is going to sell for about $100, but it will take you 3 days to produce, you're going to make $30. And you have another thing that you're going to produce or sell for $20. It will take you 1 hour to produce, and you're going to make $4. Do the maths. If you can do it in 1 hour, that means $20 times, if you work 8 hours a day, 3 days, that's 24. 24 times 20 means you're making $240 compared to the $100 for the other item that you are making. And by the time you do it 1 hour a day, that's you've made about 24 products in 3 days. You're making $5 profit on each of them. 5 times 24 is what? 120. So by looking for those small, simple items that require low production cost, you have the ability to make more in the long run. So again, very important. Now, the third tip I'm going to give you on choosing profitable products on Amazon is look for products that have low weight. They have small weight and dimension. If you have been following my teachings, you know that when you sell on Amazon, you have to ship the products to the final seller, final consumer, right? So that shipping cost is a huge factor, especially when you are using FBA. Even if you are not using FBA, it is still a huge factor. So what is it that you see? Let me give you an example. You have two products. These are, what can I use in my office to do an example? I'll just choose these two products, for example. This is product A. You're going to sell it for $15. It weighs what? A pound, it weighs 0.5 pounds. At about 0.5 pounds, Amazon will typically charge maybe $3 or so to ship it to the customer. I'm not too sure of the price. But you have another product. You're also going to sell it for $14. So both are selling for $14. This weighs 0.5 pounds. This weighs 1 kg. At 1 kg, Amazon is going to charge close to $7-8 to ship it to the final consumer. So at $14.99, by the time they remove $8, you are left with $6 on this. But at $14.99, by the time they remove $3, you are left with about $11 on this. So again, this is very important. Now, there are other ways we go about making this more profitable. Even though it's high weight, you have things you call bundling and stuff like that. I teach more of that in our courses. So again, if you click the link below, you are going to see full webinars that I do where I teach more on some of these things. So again, choose a product that has a low weight, small dimension. And again, this is very important. I remember a lady who came to us. She wanted to ship this fancy dress, has all different, is one dress that you can turn into 5 dresses. And she had this very big packaging. When we put in the dimensions of the packaging into our system, it showed that it was going to be a huge loss selling on Amazon. So we had to go dig deep down into what we need to do. It was a dress. She just put it in a fan. So we had to fold the dress into, we took the size from, lowered it from 100% to about 15% of what it was before. And from that dimension, her product became profitable. So again, choosing the right size and weight is very important for selling on Amazon. Now, the next tip, I think this is the 5th tip I'm going to give you on selling on Amazon, is selecting products that cannot leak, are not fragile. Look, shipping can be a huge hassle. Look, we learned this the tough way, and it's been one of the challenges that we faced helping certain customers. So I'll give you a typical example. We had a very wonderful customer. She's still a great customer. We help her sell all our products on Amazon, and she was selling a liquid product. The sealing was not right. The machine she had initially, she was trying to save money, so it was poor sealing. And anytime we shipped that product to the customer, what happened? There was always a case of leakage along the way. Now, if you look at the Amazon terms of agreement, once a customer receives an item and it's leaking, what would they do? Especially if it's food item, they will return it. And when they return it, so say for example, that product costs $30, it costs $10 to ship and get it to the customer, so you are making $20. If that product is damaged for anything and Amazon has to return it, Amazon is going to bill you for the shipping $10 and the return $10. So at the end of the day, you have $10 and you have a damaged product. Now, if the product is damaged, what happens? You don't get that sale because Amazon is not going to pay you $30 for that product. So what it essentially means is that you've lost $20 because Amazon will still charge you for the shipping and the return. Even though the product was damaged, you don't get anything. So you just lost $20 taken out of other sales that you have made. So again, be careful. Look for products. I am not a fan of liquid products, but if you have to, make sure your packaging, your sealing, everything is intact. Again, that's my 5th tip. Choose products that are not fragile or can be easily damaged. Again, another key point, another tip for choosing products to sell is look for products that are always in season. If it's food, why do I say this? It takes a lot of work and energy, especially by our team, to build up your products. So if we are taking 3 to 4 months to build up your product, to get it to start ranking on top, and then you run out of stock, what happens? Maybe because it's a seasonal product, what happens? Your ranking begins to fall. You begin to fall. Now, if it takes another 3 months for you to get that product in stock, and you have other sellers from other countries who have that product in stock always, what happens? You would have lost all the gains that you have made. So I always advise people, look for products that are always in season. Selling seasonal items can be very lucrative because, when you come in season, you sell it at a very high price, you make good money, and that covers you for a lot of time. But I would rather you focus on a product that is always in season. Very, very important tip. Now, the last tip I will say, now there are other tips, but this will be my 7th tip. Look to sell complementary products. So when I say complementary products, these are products that are typically add-ons. So for example, I'm selling, I don't know, let me pick any cosmetic, for example. I'm selling a cosmetic, and I know that for people to use that particular cosmetic, they need a special type of applicator. Maybe a syringe or something that they have to pour it in before they put it on their body. If you are selling that product, sell a complementary one. Because a lot of times it's easier for somebody to see your product, see that you have something extra that they need that makes it a complete pack, and they'll be willing to pay a little extra for it. So those are some of the key things, that 7 tips. Now we go deeper into these in our various webinars, and again, like I said, we have the link below. If you go down on the link, export, and you'll see it. But exportandsell.com/live webinar, I do this every week, where we are teaching people how to export to the USA, how to sell on Amazon, how to find buyers, various things we do on that free webinar. So be sure to subscribe on that link. Join us. You will always see the day that the webinar holds. Again, I think that is all for now. If you follow these 7 tips, you should be good. Again, like I said earlier on, one of the biggest challenges we see is people not knowing the right products to use to start their export business. And we're going to be starting a challenge. I call it a 5-day product challenge. It's also there in the link. Probably by the time you are watching this video, the challenge will be up, or it may not be up. It's also free. It's a master class. And that class tells you all the things you know to select the right product for export. So again, thank you. Again, it's me here, Unduka, with Export and Sell, where we show you how to sell your products in the USA, sell it on Amazon, sell it in various channels, and earn in dollars. I keep telling people, Africa has a lot of potential. There are thousands of products that are there around you everywhere, that if you can tap into it, harness it, do a little upgrade, a little processing with very little funds, you could be on your way to earning 5, 6, 7, 10, 50, 20, $100,000 on a monthly basis. That is our focus. Again, if you've not subscribed, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you shortly.